Hey everyone, Ryan here from the Hit UV YouTube page, or YouTube channel. And, well folks, we're at another collection update. I picked up a boatload of stuff, lots of stuff. We're talking about a decent stock of titles, but I didn't go too crazy. This is from a yard sale, a retro game shop, and what I picked up recently today. So like I said before, we'll start with the video games. We'll go for the non-universal titles, I do believe. Let me just fix that up. And then we'll go into the Disneys. I hope I have them right. And yeah, I'm trying to fix. And then we'll get to the universals. So, not in particularly any order that these are. So I just randomly, I'll just tell you what I got. So we'll start with the video games I got. So I got 4 here. 3 are on my store page, so we'll go ahead and pick up. The first I picked up on NES, I grabbed Super Mario and Duck Hunt combo cart. I used to have this as a kid, but I already had the Super Mario Duck Hunt track and field combo cart, so I don't need this, so grab that for store. There's a little dent, as you can see, so put that on the store page. The 3 are sports titles. 1 I don't have, 2 I have. Well, 1 I don't have and 2 I already have. So I grabbed EA Sports International Soccer on Genesis. I grabbed that. And the other one, Bulls versus Lakers in the NBA playoffs. Again, I already have that. That's on there. And the one I don't have is, I believe I don't have, is NFL Quarterback Club 96. I don't think I have it. I have my Genesis right over there, but I don't think I have this. It's cool. This is part of the Quarterback Club series. I'm going to run them really quick. So now let's get to the pickups I recently got. So I did end up picking up, these are not really media related, but they are somewhat. I did pick up some socks. These are all universal socks. So hopefully have them in the correct order. So we'll start with, I grabbed 3 Minion socks and 1 Fast Furious and the other ETs. So I went to Dollar Tree to grab these. I grabbed Minion Bob, my favorite Minion. So I grabbed the Minion sock with Bob on it. Another Minion sock with, can't think, but Bob. And I forget the other character. It's been a while since I've seen those movies. And I grabbed Kevin socks. As you can see, there's Kevin. So awesome to have that. I grabbed another ET socks I don't have. Well, you only get 1 pair of socks, but I got that. And 1 pair of crew socks, Fast and the Furious, which I actually do not have. So I like picking up universal socks. I'll put them aside there. Now let's get to the actual movies. So they're not in particular order. Some I grabbed from a random yard sale, other ones I grabbed today. So the ones I grabbed today were, we'll start with the non-universals. So the non-universals, that kind of stuff. So I grabbed the special MGM edition of Dressed to Kill, a Brian De Palma movie I've never seen. I just grabbed these on a whim because it's but as you can see, the disc is not in good condition. I'll have to clean this up. This has Michael Caine, Angie Dickinson, and Nancy Allen. Like I said, I'm a big De Palma fan, so there's a lot of really cool special features on here. The one I would love to check out is unrated, R-rated TV rating comparison featurette. And apparently there's an appreciation by Keith Gordon featurette on here. Plus theatrical trailer and a collectible booklet. So yeah, there's an unrated version option. This is pretty cool. I've never seen this, but I love De Palma, so I had to grab that. Also from that same store, I grabbed Tequila Sunrise. This is actually a movie from director Robert Tower. This actually cinematography was done by the great Conrad L. Hall, which I love his style. He's the cinematographer that I want to be like if I got into cinematography. But this is Mel Gibson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Kurt Russell from 1988, a Warner Brothers movie. Grab that. This is another one from 2003. We have Timeline from Paramount. This is the Richard Donner, I believe this is Mike Crichton, the guy who made Jurassic Park. So, yeah, this looks really cool. This has Paul Walker, Francis O'Connor, Gerard Butler, and Billy Connolly. I heard this is actually pretty good. I remember when this came out, and look, this is a widescreen edition. The disc is actually in pretty good condition, so I grabbed that. Why not? So I grabbed that. And that's a widescreen edition. Keeping the Paramount theme, we got the widescreen edition, Orlando Bloom, Kirsten Dunst, and Elizabeth Town. Another one I remember when this came out. I actually had a friend, if you watch my Super Mario review, Randy, who's been in my video once, he's actually from Elizabethtown. So I remember when this movie came out. It's a Cameron Crowe movie. Orlando Bloom, Kirsten Dunst, Susan Sarandon, Alec Baldwin, Bruce McGilla, Jessica Biel, Judy Greer. Like I said, Cameron Crowe. This movie came out in 2005. Like I said, I remember when this came out. This disc was also in good condition. I've seen this before, but I never owned a copy though. I only know because it has the 1960s Paramount logo. That's the only thing I know about this movie. So, I don't know. This could be good, could be bad. Now, we'll go on to the titles I just recently picked up. So, I'm going to probably move them all. So, keeping that yard sale theme. Also from that yard sale, I grabbed Saturday Night Live Christmas. I already have it, so grab that for the store. A good compilation. I've seen this a couple times. And Gremlins, also for the store. I love Gremlins. This is a bona fide classic. This is from 1984. I'm sure a lot of you probably know the year. SNL Christmas was released onto television in 1999. So I usually watch that every Christmas. This is just a great movie. And now we'll go on to the Disney titles. Now, the same yard sale, I did grab a couple. So I did grab, this is for the store I already have. This is the Gold Collection release of Sword in the Stone. Classic Disney. I never watched it the whole way through. Started watching a couple months ago, but I never finished. And we have the special edition of Peter Pan. I already have Peter Pan. This is another classic. This is the special edition release with the gold bar on there. I have the Oliver and Company DVD that has the gold bar special edition on top. But I didn't have that, but, well, I had that for a while though, but I already have this, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, keeping the Gold Collection theme, this I don't have. This is the Gold Collection release of Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. I actually do not have this, surprisingly. I never saw this. I've seen Twice Upon a Christmas from 2004. This is the the hand-drawn Christmas direct-to-video special from 1999. This one is interesting because it actually focuses on 3 stories. We get a Mickey mini story, Donald and his nephew story, and a Goofy story, which I've only seen a clip of the Goofy story, but other than that, I don't really have this one in the collection. Surprising, this one was actually pretty darn mint. It looked like it was never even watched. So, very cool to have this in the collection. Finally getting a copy. I've seen like $5 at Walmart, but I got it for $1. The next 2 I grabbed from my Grant's Thrift Shop. We have the 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy I do already have. I haven't watched that one yet, but I do have that. But this one I don't have, and it's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, or, yeah, Volume 2, the sequel. And yeah, I have a hard time watching new Marvel movies, because Marvel just keeps overdoing itself. So, yeah, I don't have that, but I'll have to check it out though. Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, David Bautista, Vin Diesel, which, interesting enough, he was actually in the running to play Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2, but that was Hannah Molina, but he eventually got to play Gort, or Baby Gort, in this one. But also is Bradley Cooper and Kurt Russell. So, like I said, I did pick up Tequila Sunrise, which also was Kurt Russell, so now I got 2 Kurt Russells. Now we'll go on to the titles I did pick up though. So, this is stuff I just got today. So this is interesting because I'm trying to see if I have a title. Yeah, I'll explain about the one title that I have, and I'll compare this to what I did pick up though. We'll put that one aside. I'll get to that one soon. Now, this is an interesting movie because I do not know much about this, but I was intrigued. It looked really bizarre. I saw this at D&E's, but I passed, but luckily it was mint condition. This is the Anchor Bay release of The Velveteen Rabbit. This just looks bizarrely weird. Now, there's another movie that had a similar style, And another movie I have, though, that was similar, but a lot of people probably don't know this. I didn't pick this up. I had for a while. There was a movie from 1991/1992 called Rockadoodle, which also had which was a Don Bluth movie, which mixed hand-drawn animation. That was sort of about a young man who goes into the cartoon world and becomes an animated cat. Bizarrely weird film. The Velveteen Rabbit's interesting because it actually has a young man turn into a cartoon character. So, I don't know. This has Jane Seymour, Tom Skerritt, and Ellen Burstyn. If I think this movie's weird, and yes, it is bizarrely weird, this one's going to be even more weirder. But I don't know. It was a buck. Who knows if this is going to be good? It says 2009, but it says feature films for family. But I don't know. It was directed by Michael Landon Jr., who's the son of Michael Landon, the guy from Little House on the Prairie. So I don't know. This is interesting. I'll try to watch. It's probably going to be bad, but the disc was in okay condition, so I had to grab that one. Next up is a title I grabbed because I was intrigued. My uncle had this on DVD, but I grabbed the widescreen Infinifilm release of The Last Mimsy, or The Last Mimser, however you want to pronounce it. This is an interesting movie because it has a solid cast in it. Supposedly this is like supposed to be like E.T. I guess since Velveteen Rabbit was about a stuffed rabbit, this is another one that dealt with a stuffed rabbit with a magical box. This actually has Timothy Hutton, Michael Clarke Duncan, Rainn Wilson, Kathryn Hahn, and I believe that's about it. This movie came out in, I believe, 2006. So I don't know. This could be good, could be bad. We'll see. But I had to grab that. Now let's move on to the two Touchstone titles I did pick up. Now from the same store, I didn't include that, but I got this as well from a different store. I got this from my buddy Steve's, and I got this from the store that I got the other haul. So the two Touchstone titles I grabbed are both, well, I'll show them anyways. 6 Days, 7 Nights, and A Civil Action. The 6 Days, 7 Nights, I do believe, is an Ivan Reitman film from 1997. So I was intrigued. This one I had to add to the Touchstone collection, so I grabbed that. This is a Touchstone Paramount title, like I said, A Civil Action. This is another one that also has the cinematography by Conrad Hall. So Steve Zaillian directed this. So it was Conrad Hall, this cinematography. This had Robert Duvall, James Gandolfini, Dan Hedaya, John Lithgow, William H. Macy, Kathleen Quinlan, Tony Shalhoub. Talk about a stacked cast. I don't know about this one. I don't know. I'm intrigued. It's a Paramount Touchstone title, so I had to check it out. They have worked with Paramount before. Runaway Bride and Bringing Out the Dead. So let's go to Universal titles. So I'm going to run them really quick. I don't have this one. I grabbed the 75th anniversary edition of Holiday Inn. This is pretty cool. This also has the musical version. Don't mind the dogs barking, guys. I do apologize. This actually includes a Broadway musical version. I will cover this one on the channel soon. So, yeah, it's Bing Crosby, Fred Astaire. It looks like a Christmas, black and white Christmas classic I've never seen, so I couldn't really tell. This is a Universal title, but it was put out by Canadian company Elias Alanis. This is the Riverworld. This is a Sci-Fi Channel, Sci-Fi Pictures. I had to look it up and double check, but this was put up by Universal. I hope to get the Universal release to replace this, but for now I'm going to check the movie out to see if this is any good. Like I said, so I grabbed, I'll show right now, Necessary Roughness Season 3. I have Season 1, so I had to grab that. This is actually a TV show based on the 1991 Paramount movie of the same name. So I don't know, this might look up my alley. Hopefully it's a good show. I haven't seen Season 1 yet. And the last Universal title for this haul I grabbed was Emma Thompson, Colin Firth, Nanny McPhee. This is the widescreen edition. So, yeah. Oh, Last Mimsy was widescreen. So I just want to let you know. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing this is good. I think I've seen part of this, but I never finished it. I think it was a rental. I do believe it was like full screen. So, there is a sequel to this, Nanny McPhee Returns. I don't have that, but I figure I'd grab the first Nanny McPhee and check it out. The new Mary Poppins. We'll see. Hopefully it's good. It might be bad. I don't know. Now let's go to the 3 DreamWorks. The last one I'm excited to show off. So the only live action DreamWorks I grabbed was Gary Oldman, Joan Allen, Jeff Bridges, Christian Slater in The Contender. I seen an Ebron Rubber review this, and I was very intrigued. I don't know if anybody else in this. William Peterson, Phil Baker Hall, Sam Rubinek, Sam Elliott. This is from 2000. I hope this is good. I'm sure it is going to be good. It looks like a political thriller. Well, we'll see. It got the blurb from 2 very enthusiastic thumbs ups. And it's a first-rate thriller. Getting tongue-tied right now. But this might be good, so I had to grab that. And now we'll go to the 2 DreamWorks animated movies. This I have seen, but I haven't seen this in years. But I grabbed Jerry Seinfeld, Renee Zellweger B-movie. I remember this being pretty good. It wasn't a masterpiece, but it was a solid DreamWorks animated movie. And yeah, most of these were mid, but the last title I'm excited to pick up, and this will complete my entire, I'm just going to tell you right now, I grabbed Madagascar, Europe's Most Wanted. This is the Madagascar movie written by Noah Baumbach, and this is the final Madagascar movie from 2012. Yeah, I could not believe I found it. This is actually a thin release. Now, I have the other Madagascar movies in the standard release, but yeah, this is really cool. Unfortunately, it's not in really good condition. I'm sure it's not going to affect playback. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's definitely not going to affect any playback. So, out of all the titles I picked up, this is the one I'm excited to watch. Now I have number 2, and now I have number 3. So, that's it, guys. Wow. Like I said again, this was a really decent day, and I'm very excited to check out these titles. Well, the ones that are Universal and DreamWorks, I'm excited. The rest I'm going to check out on my own time. And yeah, ultimately, it wasn't a bad haul. It was a really good haul. So, my folks are home. I might be going out to the movies tonight. I don't know if this is going to be uploaded. So, you might see a brand new short. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm going to see Nobody 2. So, you'll probably see a short of that very soon. But lots of really good stuff. I didn't break the bank this time, but I picked up a decent stack of titles. Not too much Universal, not too much DreamWorks, not too much Touchstone, but some really good titles and a few video games to kind of spread in the mix. So, thank you guys so much for watching this collection update. If you do like the content on the channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get all my video notifications so you don't miss a single video. Like I said, collection updates, my Universal series, chat, yes, I'll be down there, chat, Vlog City, tons of stuff up there. So yeah, just head on to the channel on the letterbox, guys, so you can see what I post up there. And yeah, hopefully you'll see me back here with another Universal review very, very soon. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Bye.